Here we go. We are live from North Carolina. Where are you? In Hamilton, Ontario. Episode number 34 of Coffee Talk with him and me.
34.
Sunday night. October the 1st. It is October the 1st. You know what that means? There is 30 days remaining until I have a countdown right over there that you can't see.
You know, Jeff, I was going to do a discussion with you this week about how early is too early to hang your holiday decorations.
Right. Which you can't see because they're over there. And I have a countdown going of Halloween.
You don't just leave them up all year?
And I am on day 86 of my 100-day Christmas countdown. Actually, what if I can turn the there. Oh, hang on. Let me move the laundry off the workout stuff because
there's a shoe there.
Look at so right there. I don't know if you can see. 85 days and 30 days to Christmas. I mean, whatever. So there you go.
What exercise equipment is that?
I don't know. It's something that holds my laundry.
You work out while you're folding?
I went to the gym and they clearly didn't understand that I was using the equipment to fold my laundry and stuff. They clearly did not understand what the hell I was doing.
I thought you were going to say you went to the gym and he made you waffles.
Yeah, well, he did that too. We did that too. We got Mr. Resin here. And we got Mr. Stockman. How can y'all drink coffee? That technically
I'm drinking it.
I've got water because I didn't feel like I can only make a pot. I can either make none or a pot, and I didn't feel like making a pot of coffee. So I'm doing. I don't have any hot apple cider. And Bruce Campbell, you're going to come up later. You're coming up a little bit later in the show, so you hang on. You hang on shortly. Ribbit, rabbit. Mr. Stockman was I did a live stream, an Instagram live with my buddy Ephraim, as he's a Patriots fan. And we were watching the first half of the Cowboys game. This might be our last win for a while, so we have to enjoy it. NFL is talking about canceling our game next week because they see no path for the Cowboys to win. I think the current bet is the 49ers are a 25-point favorite. According to bet, was it MGM or somebody?
25 points, huh?
Yeah.
Seems like a lot.
So NFL, they're in negotiations with the NFLPA to cancel the game because they see no path forward for the Cowboys. And then of course we play the Chargers. There's a loss. Then we have our bye week, and then we play the Rams, again another loss. Then we play the Eagles, another loss. So
that'll be tough.
Best we can be will be 3-4, 3-7. It's the best we can be, 3-7. And our playoff shot are done. So, yep, that's that. But the good news is writer strike is over. Our late night boys are back. I know Crow Resin will join me in celebrating. That's where I watch. I watch on YouTube. So after I finish stream and after I curl up in bed, I fire up YouTube and I watch the Jimmy and I watch Seth. So Purple Haze says, let's go. Big shout out to Purple Haze and the 4-hour marathon stream we did.
I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to make it through another 5 minutes listening to you whine. And she sat with you for 4 hours, 4.5 hours, actually.
Yeah. We were talking, we talked some sports. We talked some gaming. We talked some dead platforming. We even did a draft of our top desserts. Stole the idea from you. We did top desserts. And then we had a long, good discussion about anal beads, pros, cons. What are the good ones? What are the bad ones?
I missed that part.
you missed the discussion around anal beads.
Are you pro or are you anti?
Yeah. Oh, I'm pro. I'm pro anal beads.
You're pro.
What I did not know, because I don't think they sell them in Canada, is they have vibrating anal beads. I have to research this.
where I thought this was gonna start.
Rouster, welcome, happy birthday.
So,
oh yeah, I don't know where you stand on them,
late nights with Jeff and Ryzak.
We should do a poll. Should I set up a poll? Should I set up a YouTube poll? Should I set up a poll?
Want to get banned or not? I don't
Are you pro or con anal beads? Are you pro or against
Jeff,
anal
I
beads?
don't know if I should be answering that question. I am definitely against it for my own use.
Really?
Say that.
Really?
Oh yeah, no, that's one-way ticket, buddy.
Really? Oh, really? That's so unenlightened.
Yeah, I'm not very progressive like that, Jeff.
That is so unenlightened of you.
I am just me. I am just me.
Yeah. No.
What are you signing like a contract for somebody off to the side? What are you doing there?
Yeah.
A little autograph action?
Yeah.
Here you go, kid.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Yeah. That's right. Bruce Campbell, primetime baby. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to the looking forward to the late nights. I know I like to curl up and watch a little Jimmy Kimmel, a little Seth right before I go to bed.
You curl up with Jimmy and Seth before bed.
Just to find out what's happening in the world, just so I know what's going on in the world.
Beads.
Like the last 5 months, I have no idea what's going on with the My Pillow guy. No idea what's going on with the My Pillow guy.
I thought like didn't he like go bankrupt, or there's something recent that just happened?
Oh, is there? Well, I'll find out.
I think he went bankrupt, or so he didn't get an investor to back again, or something. There's something that just happened. I saw it.
Late night. As soon as we're done here, I'm going to curl up with a little John Oliver because he's back. He's back tonight with some last week tonight. So,
nice.
Yeah, he's back tonight. So there you go. Rouster talking to Bruce Campbell. It's been a while since they played together, but let's go. Jets hanging in there with the. I just want to point out that Patrick Mahomes,
with the Taylor Swifties, the Kansas City Swifties.
I want to point out that Patrick Mahomes has as many interceptions in the first half as Dak has that all year. Just want to put that out there.
I think Zach Wilson is sporting a over 100 QBR right now. Nice. He's actually performing better.
It only matters. It only matters on the scoreboard.
I mean, he comes right out from halftime and just fires a dart down the field. So he's doing something right.
Mm-hmm. How are the kids in your sports? You were going crazy, weren't you?
Yeah, Riley had soccer this weekend down in Charlotte. She played 3 games, came away with 4 goals and 4 assists and 3 victories.
Nice.
And then Zach had hockey at a late game. He had a 9 p.m. game last night, and they won 7-1.
Nice.
He had a goal that he says was at the whistle, but it was after the whistle, so it didn't count. But he did a nice job. He's getting really, really good with his passing. He's got some nice touch on his passes, and their team looks really, really good right now. So it should be a fun season. But outside of that, trying to do the fall cleaning around the house, get the outside all spruced up, did a little overseeding, got the tall fescue going down, Jeff, a little bit of fertilizer, been watering, it's been good.
October 1st, today I was in the pool. It was 18 degrees. It was like 20 something out. It was 20 something, 26 degrees out or something like that. And
throughout the summer, we had the jacuzzi at 98, and we just turned that bad boy up to 104 this weekend, Jeff. So it's about to be jacuzzi time. It's about to be on.
Yeah, I've had mine on for a couple weeks.
We're gonna do streams from our jacuzzis.
We could do that.
Mine's not a jacuzzi. Mine's like a blow up bathtub, but still, it gets hot. It's cool.
It's all that matters. It's all that matters. It's great. You don't get as much snow as us, but it's great on a snow when it's snowing and you're sitting in there and it's snowing. And
no, I have gone out there when it's been like cold rain though. That's not fun.
Really?
Yeah. It gets windy here. It gets windy. So cold wind is not my friend, but yeah, well,
it's okay. It is all right. Well, thanks everybody for popping in. We got Rouster, we got Bruce, we got Purple Haze, we got Crow Resin. Everybody else that's here who's not Reed. Anyone else who's not talking? If you hear from the Blue Sky or the Threads or the Pebble, appreciate everybody stopping. I know some people do come in but don't talk. They don't like talking, so they just kind of view. And I've gotten messages before from them. And I've posted my NFL picks. One guy goes, "Are you salty that you keep picking the Eagles to lose and you're never right?" Nope. I'm never going to pick the Eagles to win. Ever. And this week, if you watch my picks from this week, I'm like, in a game we don't care about. So there you go. I was hoping both teams would lose. Got one of the two right.
Well, as usual, there's just been a lot of stuff going on, and we've been pinging each other with stuff. And even right before this, you were like, "We didn't talk about the writer strike," and it's like, well, just bring it up because
that actually happened during our show last week. That happened live. If I was paying attention to the news during the show, that happened. The agreement happened during our show last week.
Yeah,
happened during our show.
No, it's good. It's good.
I know.
I also, I appreciate our political figures tweeting that agreement got done, within the hour after it was announced. But, it took us a week to say anything about Hawaii, or 2 weeks to say anything about Hawaii, or 2 weeks to say anything about, chemicals being spilled from train derailments, or, borders, or, the not important stuff at all. But glad that we can tweet about the writers getting their jobs back. That's good news. I'm glad. We need entertainment. Touchdown.
We do.
You're a little ahead of me, so I got to see your reaction, and then I got to turn and watch that cool touchdown. So thanks.
It's like during the live streams when I play with Crow, because I'm like, crap, and then Crow will look over at my live stream to see just because the live stream is a few seconds behind.
Yeah.
So I'll be like, crap, and then he'll look and see what the old crap was about. So he never actually misses anything, the excitement, because I always say something, and then he looks over to actually on his other screen, where the stream is, to see what I actually screwed up. Yeah. It's I didn't mean to do that, and then I look over. Yeah. So yeah, that's one good thing about it. Run Zach! 2 points! Tie game!
I love it. Well, you're waiting on me? Is that what it is?
Oh no, you're waiting on me. All right. So what are we doing today? All right.
I thought you were waiting on me. I think you were waiting on me.
No, I already have it.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, we got quite a few things to talk about. So we'll talk a little bit of sports ball. We'll go around the leagues and hit on some of the news that's out there. Sony had a pretty crazy week, didn't they? A lot of news from the Sony camp. So we'll break some of that down. You've got a pretty cool post of the week to share. It's actually a kind of a two-headed monster, if you will.
It is. It's an all Canadian post of the week.
All Canadian posts of the week.
Exactly.
You've got a bunch of stuff that we're going to get to and Did You Hear About? And then today I have a 5 guesses for you, which is actually going to be a little bit more of a riddle. So
nice.
I'm excited for that. And you're still rocking your
still rocking the Runner shares. Every week I produce my NFL picks with the captions all from the Wonder Share and the Filmora. It is awesome.
I can tell you've been busy, Jeff, which is a good thing, because that means you're busy with work.
I know.
But you haven't been making as many videos as you were.
Not. I am way behind on my videos. I am way behind. It's a long weekend coming up. Maybe I'll get caught up this weekend.
But the good news is when you get the time to do it, it's going to be quick and easy.
It will be.
Thanks to Wonder Sharon Filmora. Exactly. You like that plug there? Did you see how I set that up? That was pretty good.
I like it.
I might make a career out of this.
The problem is shorts are only a minute, and getting it down to a minute is very difficult, because I can do 2 or 3 minutes. Just
go TikTok and go your 3-minute TikTok.
I can do that, and same with the reels, and same with the the shorts. 1 minute. I could make it a 3-minute video, but I wanted to hit the short shelf.
Yeah, they'll have to follow up probably.
All right.
All right, Jeff, let's take a look at some of the stuff that's going on in sports ball land. First up, you sent this one to me.
Okay.
Baseball playoffs are
Blue
set,
Jays,
and the
Blue Jays.
Blue
Let's
Jays are
play
in, baby.
ball. Okay. Blue Jays, let's play postseason ball.
Is that the actual Blue Jays chant?
It is. Okay,
It's
Blue
interesting.
Jays.
I've never heard that before.
Yep.
You know, when I take a look at that, and I'll be very upfront with you. I don't pay attention to baseball very much anymore. It's probably been a good 10 years, to be quite honest. But when I see the Blue Jays and the Twins logo there, I think Joe Carter and Kirby Puckett.
There you go.
That's exactly. I just think about 92 or 91, whatever year that was. It was just such a good race between the two of them. So. So that's good. Good for Toronto. And then if you win that one, you get a lovely date with the Astros and their drum cheating ways from the outfield.
Well, we'll have to. I on the show the other day with Purple, they were outside on the outside looking in, and on our show tonight, I said, "Hey, they won the division. They're and she's like, "What? Really? How did we? Did we really?" And then she looked over and she went, "Yeah, we did. Look at that."
And then the Orioles really turned it around this year, so that was good. My daughter's boyfriend's a big Orioles fan, so we do hear about them quite a bit. And
there you go.
It's the West is really I think dangerous. I mean, look at that bottom bit. That's all NL East. The Braves, the Marlins, and the Phillies. The only team that didn't make it from the NL East was the Mets and the Nationals.
Yeah, the Braves and Dodgers, that could be, ALCS, Braves and Dodgers if it gets there. Yeah. That. And then the Blue Jays, Blue Jays versus whomever in the ALCS, that'll be awesome.
It's always a good time for baseball when postseason time gets here. The weather starts changing, you start getting all these meaningful games. Who are you going with, Jeff?
I got the Blue Jays right on the table.
Blue Jays running the table. You're staying true.
Got the Blue Jays, true to form. And who they played, don't care. With Guerrero, and we've got Bassett, 200 innings pitched, and we're peaking, I think, right at the right time. Purple Haze says, "Let's go Astros." Yeah. So, she's obviously voting for,
Well, so, I guess I'm going to go Orioles and Braves in the final with the Braves winning it. I'm going to stay with the Braves. It's my team from childhood, so.
There we go. Bruce Campbell. Bruce Campbell, I'm with you on the Jays.
Here come the Canadians. Here comes the Canadians. How do the Woods work?
Let's go. Let's go, Blue Jays.
There's another one.
Ball. Okay.
I didn't even know they had a chant. That's amazing.
Of course we do.
All right. Well, you've got Blue Jays beating whoever they'll ever face, and I'll go Orioles, Braves. Braves as the winner.
There you go.
All right.
Hey,
NHL is in the preseason. Looking forward to it. If you can see this back here, 10 days until meaningful NHL games are being played. But Bruce, this is what Jeff was talking about. Your neck of the woods. There's preseason hockey being played in Nova Scotia today. Correct me if I'm wrong here. I think the arena is about 5,000 seats. I mean, it's more than sold out. Like, it's just so great for the area up there. You seeing all the kids all excited. Like Sidney Crosby's up there, is going through his hometown, like childhood stuff. It's really cool to see, them using the preseason to kind of have this impact on the area. Is this talked about at all up there, Jeff? Where you are?
Well, of course, because it's the Maple Leafs and they're going to win the Stanley Cup, or they're not going to win the Stanley Cup, depending on who you talk to, right? So, obviously, in this part of the world, a lot of Blue Jay talk. Maple Leaf talk. Excuse me, Maple Leaf talk. But yep.
Yeah, well, Maple Leaf talk every year, isn't there?
Kraft Hockeyville. There you go.
That's right. Sydney, Nova Scotia.
So there's going to be baseball and hockey going on at the same time in Toronto.
Jeff, this might be a silly question. Have you been to Nova Scotia?
I have been to Nova Scotia.
I have been to Nova Scotia.
Look at that.
I went to Nova Scotia when I was a teenager. My parents, I got home from school on a Friday, and they told me to get in the car. I said, "Where are we going?" They said, "We don't know." And we just got in the car and we started driving. This sounds like we're like running away from the cops or something, doesn't it? Like that's how the story starts.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah.
But no, man, we just drove. My parents were big road trippers, so we would just get in the car and go. We'd stop at a rest area. My mom would pick up a brochure, and we would just go somewhere. And next thing you know, we wound up in Bar Harbor, Maine, getting on a cruise to Nova Scotia. So beautiful. One of the most beautiful sunsets I've ever seen was there. Sky was red.
Easier across the border back then when you're kidnapping a child.
That's true. That's true.
A little tougher these days, but
yeah, it was. What was it? I guess that was the 90s, early 90s. So the Blue Jays could take it all. The top story would be the previous night's Maple Leafs game that they probably lost like 5-1. Oh man.
Cape Breton is Nova Scotia's new Game Plus. There you go, Cape Breton. Yep.
No, it's cool. I was watching a little bit of like the behind the scenes. The NHL page was doing some of the behind the scenes videos, and seeing Sidney Crosby, seeing just the interaction with like the kids that are there. I mean, it's got to be huge,
Cole Harbor,
huge for them to see these NHL players.
Cole Harbor, baby, Cole Harbor.
So cool. I love it. Yeah. All right, 10 days. NHL's coming. And then the big news from today, Jeff, is it's NFL Week 4, right?
It is.
Lions played awesome against the Packers on Thursday night. And then this morning, 10 a.m. Eastern time, the Jaguars manhandled the Falcons. It didn't even look like a game there in the beginning.
It's true.
Jeff, you said to me earlier you were really surprised by the Dolphins' efforts today. Did you watch that game?
Of course I did.
Was that was that one of the ones you were more focused on from the one?
That is one of the games I had. If you saw my tweet, I had that game on. I also had I forget what the other game I had on. I have to go back and look at the picture. And of course, I had Red Zone going on. So
yeah,
yep,
yeah. The Bengals didn't look very good. That was my pick for the Super Bowl from the AFC. So, and I think I remember saying, I really like Joe Burrow. So
yeah, they're not having a good year, are they?
Jamar Chase after the game, I'm always effing open. Not good. Not good at all.
Yep. I know.
Vikings
got their first win. Tampa Bay. Why could they not have played like that last week? What the hell?
Hey, but the Vikings did themselves no favors at the beginning of that game. I was watching the beginning of that game. Kirk Cousins threw an interception on the 1 yard line.
Primetime Kirk.
About to score. Oh, golly. The Buccaneers looked really good against the Saints. I hate to say that Baker Mayfield is doing well because I don't really like him, but
he didn't lie. I wish he had played Weller last week.
Yeah. And then we had the later games that had finished up. That Eagles and Commanders game went into overtime. 54-yard field goal won that. Broncos came back. Justin Fields looked better today.
Still lost.
CJ Stroud and the Texans. CJ Stroud looks amazing. Threw for over 300 again today. 2 touchdowns. No interceptions on the season as a rookie. The Chargers game, we were talking about that one earlier. Khalil Mack is one of 5 NFL players now with 6 sacks in a game.
I had that game on. That was because there were 3 games on in the late window, so I had all 3 games on. And shout out to Kevin, Raider Guy 87, was in Los Angeles, California for that game. So he was there. He witnessed it live. So shout out to Kevin. You guys all know Kevin, Raider Guy 87. So, yeah, that was good times.
49ers, Christian McCaffrey scored 4 touchdowns today, set the season record or something like that, past Jerry Rice for most touchdowns in a season. We're in week 4? Or does this date back to last year? Is it a certain stretch of games? Do you know what that is?
No, it was the first 4 games of a start of the season.
It is the first 4. Damn.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. Yep.
Your Cowboys, the defense really showed up today, Jeff. 2 defensive touchdowns, right?
Yippee! We played a shitty team.
I mean, still though,
We
made Mac look like trash.
We
Let's just
played
be quite honest.
we played a shitty team.
Hey, Willie.
Well, the defense played well against a shitty team. So
Yeah.
okay, yay, whippy. Still, we scored what? 1 touchdown in the red zone. Okay, CDs I think was borderline red zone. It was around the 20. It was borderline. Willie Lowe. Good morning.
Well, your first two drives were 70-yard drives, and then the third one you went 3 and out.
Mm-hmm.
And then the defense had the touchdown. So it was like, there was a lot of good, positive, play happening early on. And then you had a few injuries that kind of struck up there. That turned some things. Good interception at the end.
There you go.
Your kicker's making kicks. You finally got a kicker making kicks, Jeff.
He missed one.
You're sitting there in disgust. Look at you.
He missed one. Because we beat up a shitty team, and we beat up shitty teams. Yippee! But we've got 4 tough games coming up, so let's see.
Well, I don't know. You played the Cardinals last week, Jeff. You didn't beat them up.
I know, right? And we played the 49ers.
But the 49ers did.
They're probably gonna win this. They're gonna probably go undefeated.
I can't wait till we go back and talk about our picks, because every single thing I said is going to be wrong. That's the beauty of having this stuff recorded. Well, big game for me in my fantasy team tomorrow night. Let's go Tyler Lockett. Let's go Seahawks defense.
Yes. Anytime they can beat an NFC East team, I'm good for that.
Please. Let's
for that.
Please do that.
I'm good for that. So you're going to have to, I don't know who's going to co-host with you next week, because it's Sunday Night Football. It's Cowboys are going to get annihilated, and I will not feel like being on the show, because we're going to be down by halftime. It's going to be like 30-0. So I will not see. I don't know if Jim's available. I don't know if Purple Hay. She'll have just done her other show.
I'm sure that we can figure that out, Jeff. And then if you just feel like dropping in for a few minutes at halftime, just do that.
I won't, because the game I'll be crying. I'll be in tears. I'll be crying and be like,
you don't want to just come in and vent a little bit and then leave.
The texts. I'm already getting the text going, oh yeah, you beat a shitty team. Wait till next week. Wait till next week. I'm already getting the text. So Yep. So there you go. Sports ball.
Right. Woo! We'll figure it out. One way or another, we're gonna make it work.
Maybe Ray will want to come on and brag.
Come on, Ray.
Maybe Ray will want to do the show and just brag. Oh, dear.
Dang, I'm just messing up everything.
There you go.
Look at that. There.
All right.
Week of Sony, Jeff.
Woo,
Sony was in the news
I'm a pony.
all week.
I'm a pony because I have a PlayStation, apparently.
You are a pony.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. Did you tell Ryzak about the Dak Prescott convo? What Dak Prescott convo, Jeff? Hold on a second. We're going to come back to this. What is this Dak Prescott conversation?
What did Jim say here? Vent a little? Does Jeff ever just want to vent a little? No. No.
Just a little bit.
Oh, Dak said some shit after the game, and they're taking it out of context and everything like that.
Oh, what did he say, Jeff?
Doesn't matter.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, we lost. Doesn't matter. We lost twice back-to-back years to the 49ers, and blah blah blah.
So he's giving bulletin board material.
It'll be 3 years. It'll be 3 years in a row. It is. So congratulations to Ray on your undefeated season.
Congrats, Ray. Congrats. Let's sign the trophy now.
Somebody
Sony.
Send it to Ray.
Let's talk Sony, Jeff.
Oh dear.
There's a big ransomware hack of Sony headquarters. And there was multiple groups that were saying that they have done it. They were saying that all the data is for sale. This is all of Sony, apparently. This is, electronics, PlayStation, you name it, everybody under the sun. And it's been
I heard. I also heard
sale, Jeff.
I also heard it was debunked that it wasn't real. So I don't know where the truth lies in all of that. So
yeah. When I was looking for stuff before this, it's still 5-6 days, and
yeah.
Oh no. Don't know what's going on.
And there are people making videos about it, as people do. They need content, so they start making videos about it, and whether it's real or not, who knows? Who knows?
Well, it started there. That's kind of how the week started. And then you had sent this to me. This is a company called Gaming Heads. They make little figurines of characters, and for a long time they've been making Kratos here, and Last of Us characters, such, and they just got a letter from PlayStation saying, you're not doing that anymore. They apparently had been doing this for quite a few years, and there was agreements in place. I guess those agreements ran out and they didn't want to re-agree. Do you know anything more about this one?
I really don't. I really don't understand what's the point of this letter. Like, what were they hoping to accomplish? Like, I don't know. There's so much crap going on. People are putting out some good games, but then there's all this other crap going on. We had Unity last week. Now we've got this, and who knows what it's going to be next week. It's just, I don't know. A lot of infighting, it seems. I don't know. I don't know what's going on in the world. Well, it all revolves around money. We've talked about this before. It all revolves around money.
Sure, right? Absolutely. And most of the talk is centered around, Game Pass and Xbox Blizzard acquisition and, yada, yada, yada. Even Jim Ryan coming out and, saying what we talked about last week, he doesn't think it's that big of a deal. He thinks that, they're going to get more out of what they've got versus what Xbox has. But it just was weird that there were these stories that were leaked, towards the beginning of the week. And then all of a sudden you hear now Jim Ryan is announcing his retirement and he's leaving.
But it's in 6 months. It
is in 6 months. There's things that need to be done. You know yourself that 6 months is going to go very fast.
Oh, I understand.
There's a lot of meetings that are going to be had. There's a lot of turnover, turnover of information, stuff like that. But, there's just been a lot of talk from him about all of this acquisition stuff. There's these maybe controversial stories that come out from and around Sony, and then bam, he's retiring. So you don't think there's anything more to this? You think it's just his time to go, and he's just,
Well, how long have you been doing this? You've been doing this 30 plus years. You've been doing something 30 years. Don't you want to retire? We talked a little bit of this on Purple Show. I think he's just 30 years. I think he's done. He wants to spend time with the family, grandkids, whatever. And he may end up somewhere else, sure. But yeah, I think it's just it's just time.
Do you think at all this could signal that maybe there's some worry about the state of gaming and in the gaming competition over the next, decade?
I don't know.
Just doesn't want to deal with it. Maybe he's tired. Maybe he's just at that time.
Oh, YouTube Playables Ron with some breaking news. YouTube Playables Ron.
Oh, they've got that endless cash vault that they can just do what they want. So I wouldn't be surprised.
It's all that Azure money. It's all that Azure money they're making hand over fist. So no, I don't know. I think it's been 30 years. It's just time to either go on to something new or just retire or something.
I don't follow PlayStation as much as I follow Xbox. I don't really know the history of Jim Ryan and this and that, but I know that I've seen his name a lot more in the last probably 4 or 5 years. So I don't know. I not that it's any of my business by any means, but I just wonder if there's other stuff, like with most things that we don't know, that maybe there's more to this than just
there's three sides. There's three sides, right?
Yeah.
So
and it'll probably show itself one day, and then we'll all be
maybe.
like, "Oh, that was that thing." Oh, okay. Next.
Maybe he has some other gig lined up, and we'll find out in a year from now. It's like, oh, Jim, now Ryan is now over here now.
Maybe him and Phil are just going to get together and go work for Tencent or something.
Maybe. Oh, maybe.
You know, two-headed monster.
Maybe. Phil Harrison. Phil Harrison can go too.
Yeah. The three-headed monster.
There you go.
All right, Jeff, hit us with this post of the week. You said this is a little double-sided here. What do we got?
It is. So we start off, Jim sent me this. Shout out to Gingerhead Jim. James Tiberius Martin in the chat. That the Blue Jays had clinched the playoff, nothing else to play. So they called up a guy from Buffalo, 30-year-old Wes Parsons, to make it his first. He's pitched a few relief, had a few relief innings, but gave him the start. And not the best start, 4 innings, 10 hits, a bunch of earned runs. So not his best start, but you know what? 30-year-old, finally, he's been slugging it out in the minors. We've talked about this before. We've had some other guys that have been slugging it out in the minors, finally getting a call up to the big show. Good for them. As an old guy, I like these old guys getting a. Hey,
man. Have your moment, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I have had other conversations with my friend that I don't want to share all that stuff yet, but
okay. Fair enough.
I thought about this when I was thinking about him too. Like, how long do you pursue? I think baseball's a little bit easier because I think there's a little bit less of a physical toll in baseball than there is football, basketball, hockey, just because a lot of the baseball game, you're standing still, right? If the ball's not hit to your side, I mean, you might move a little bit, but you're not.
Yep.
It's not like if you're the cornerback and the receiver that's away from the ball and you're just walking through the motions, you're still locking up, you're still blocking, the receiver's still running a route to try to decoy or whatever. So I just feel like maybe it makes more sense in baseball. But I was thinking about this the other day when I was talking to my guy. Because he has some plans on the horizon, which is awesome. And I think that, you should ride it until you can't ride it anymore, man. Only when enough is enough. Correct. And I don't know this guy's story. Maybe he took a break for a couple of years and then came back to it because he, just didn't want to quit on that. So it is cool. You're right. I do like to see the older guys get their debuts.
And then good news, celebratory news, but also a little bit of hate. It was announced last night that at the Grey Cup, which is the Super Bowl of the Canadian Football League, Green Day will be the halftime show. I might actually watch a halftime show. Might actually go to the game. Who knows what'll happen?
Now this is Canada's own beloved Green Day, correct, Jeff?
Yes, yeah. There was a lot of people going, really? We can't find anyone Canadian? No, there was no other.
Wait, they're not Canadian?
Apparently not.
Oh wow.
Apparently not. So yeah. So apparently they're not.
Canada's Football League's championship, and you guys are going to use non-Canadian performer.
Now,
how Canadian of you?
So the game is Sunday. The Friday night, Miss Sunday Night Football herself, Carrie Underwood, is going to be doing a big performance at what we call the Cups Coliseum. So big U.S. invasion. Big U.S. invasion for, big U.S. invasion for our, National League
cool stuff.
Championship weekend.
Man, I tell you what, that Dookie album still rings in my head to this day. Any of those songs come on, and I can picture myself being in a moment when I heard that song. That's going to be a good halftime show, Jeff.
I should have sent it to you. I saw a TikTok, and it was like Green Day in high school setting up to perform when they were in high school or something. Now they're all old. Now they're all and got kids, but.
Jim says for the Grey Cup they will be renamed Vert Joy. Is that how I say that right?
Yeah.
Vert joie.
Yeah. So
joie.
Yeah.
You got to have the in there.
Yes. So yeah. So we'll see. So it's going to be interesting. Grey Cup weekend.
Nice.
And
who's playing in the final?
Well, we don't know yet. Not for another.
11-19. Sorry.
Yes.
Sorry, yeah. A little premature. Who's like the team to beat right now? Is it the Argonauts?
But the Hamilton Tiger Cats have qualified for postseason, and it is in this town. So, there will be a party aplenty that if I cared, I could go to.
So are you going to, if they have like the championship game in Hamilton, are you going to go?
What do you mean by, what are you calling the championship game? The game before this?
Oh, well, I guess, is the championship, is it like the Super Bowl where it's a predetermined location for the final?
Yes. It's in Hamilton.
And it's in Hamilton.
It is walking distance from Jim Martin's house. If I was going to go to the game, if I was going to go to the game, I would then I would park at Jim's and walk to the stadium.
Look, Jeff, let's say right now, if you go to the game, I will provide you with a Tyvek suit that says at Jeff Janak across the chest so that you can go fully encapsulated. I'll send it your way, I promise. I'll make it happen. Free parking too. Look, you're going to get a free parking and you're going to get the outfit. All you need is the ticket.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Man.
Yep.
There's a lot of controversy going on right now about some streamer that was like asking people for money and getting mad that they weren't doing it or something. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. I briefly saw something, but now's your time, Jeff. Your money link is at the bottom. You just need to start I need to go to the championship, the Grey Cup game, hook a brother up.
Should I start grifting the community like others people I know do?
Hey, I don't know about all that.
Okay.
But you could reinstate Jeffy coins and start using those as currency.
Could look at doing that.
I see it happening.
Well, I could.
Nice. All right.
Yep.
Let's move right along. Some did you hear about? Got some good ones in here today. Check this out, Jeff. This is how I woke up this morning. I thought I was like seeing things because I got this animation going on. And I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. Or they like playing this at like halftime. Like this is really neat.
No, real time.
Cool animations. This is all Toy Story weekend. So, like they've got the claw bringing out the football and putting it on the field and just really cool, right? Like, I'm like, oh, this is pretty dope. And then I realized that it was actually a real play. This is actually the real play that the Toy Story thing reimagined. So I had to look into this a little bit and you helped by providing me this next one here. But the players were wearing little chips in their shoulder pads.
Yeah.
And then that was basically, transposing them in this Toy Story world.
Yeah.
Phenomenal, man. This is so cool. I just said last week I missed the Bud Bowl, right? Like I missed when they did they should do this for the Super Bowl. This is awesome.
Well, they're going to be they got other collabs planned. And a lot of people are like, well, if they have this, why aren't there chips in the footballs? And there are chips in the footballs. There've been chips in footballs for 5 years. There's a lot of other reasons why they don't use that to determine first downs. Why are they going to this old ancient stick and chain and nonsense? It aired on what's called TSN Plus.
It was Disney Plus here too.
It was on Disney Plus, which is not Disney Plus in Canada, because that would have been.
What's it called in Canada?
It's called you have ESPN, we have TSN, the sports network. They came out with their own plus, which is just really a pile of horse shit. There's really nothing ever any good on it. But this was on it, and I wasn't about to pay $8 a month for that turd of a service. So
tell you what, man, you can find all this stuff on Twitter anyway. Everybody just puts it on there. So
I could have fired up the dark web. I was just busy doing other shit this morning.
Oh, I forgot.
I was watching the game. I did the game on. I just couldn't be bothered.
Mhm.
I couldn't be bothered.
Well, it's very cool. I mean, if I'm a little kid and I'm seeing this, like I am like so giddy, like very, very cool.
Yep. So
Very
just
cool.
so I noticed that they just did a shot of Mama Kelsey there with they showed it last week when she was with Taylor Swift. This week she's with Jake from State Farm.
Jake from State Farm. I saw that.
It seems to be a bit of a letdown. That seems to be a bit of a downgrade.
And he was in full on State Farm garb, his jacket.
Yeah, that seems like a bit of a seems like a little bit of a letdown. Last week she was with Taylor Swift, and this week she's with Jake from State Farm. I don't know. Seems a bit of a
Hey man, I don't know. Mama Kelsey might be with Taylor Swift at this game because it was just right up the road. She only had to go from Philly to New York, and it's actually not even New York. It's
New Jersey.
It's the Meadowlands.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is not.
I'm sure she had a police escort the entire way.
Probably so, or a private plane,
or something.
Yeah.
Or something, but she's got an okay life. She's got 2 sons that are professional athletes, and her daughter-in-law might be Taylor Swift. Is that not like old lady trifecta? Is that
and her sons are hosting one of the up and coming most popular podcasts on the planet right now. Some people will say that's the Taylor Swift effect, but some people will also tell you that's the Travis Kelce effect, Jeff.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of videos of guys trying to tell their girlfriends that thank God for Travis Kelce, or they wouldn't even know who Taylor Swift is.
Exactly. 100%.
So, there's 2 ways to spin this debate.
There is 2 ways.
Jeff, this was a good one. NASA's going to need you to observe Uranus.
Yeah.
Okay. So this week you're going to need to look at Uranus.
So earlier we were talking about the anal beads. So they that's where they go, is right in Uranus. So there you go.
Yeah. So
see, folks, how we tie everything together. You see, you think these are just random? Like we spend hours trying to figure this shit out. Yeah. We don't. This is just not made up. We just don't sit there and just call up websites and just sit and read websites when we go live. No. We put a lot of thought.
Look, I'm going to break this story down for you, Jeff. So there is a huge crater that's developing in Uranus, and the scientists want you to keep your eyes to the sky because at the right moment, when the light is reflecting from so many light years away, you will be able to see where the sun don't shine. That crack in Uranus.
Yep. That's awesome.
And I totally made that shit up because I don't really know what this is about.
I just thought this was hilarious, so I thought I would send it to you.
No, it is. If anybody knows what this is about, please tell us. I didn't research it.
There you go.
Terrible. All right, here we go, Jeff. My neighbor.
This hits home. This hits home to you, doesn't it?
They are my neighbor. They are legit. It is a 16-minute drive from my driveway to the parking lot at Epic Games. About 870 jobs being eliminated here. All of that is going to be the teams that were working on the project Bandcamp, which is being bought out by a company called Song Trader. And then what was it? It's Super Awesome, which was part of the advertising team. They're actually going to split off and go independent as their own advertising firm. So 870 jobs eliminated because of those 2 projects. They are still hiring, which I found, interesting. I mean, you gotta bring people in, right? But what they're talking about is essentially they've been spending more money than they've been making. Okay. Fortnite's had its ups and it's had its downs. It's kind of on the trend upwards again. But the vision for Fortnite going forward is like its own metaverse, right? To where you'll actually be in the Fortnite world doing all of the things that you do in Fortnite. So they pulled the plug on some things, just like another company that we know does that a lot of time, and some people lost their jobs because of it.
I also think that this new Creative 2.0 and this whole new creator economy that they're building, I think it was bigger success than they thought. So they're having to dole out a lot more money than they thought than it was actually bringing in. They're raising the price of the V-Bucks to buy the V-Bucks. It's going to cost Ray a little bit more money to buy Evan some of the V-Bucks.
Yep. And I mean, they have the new Unreal Engine, right? But it's not implemented, industry wide yet, because people just got their hands on it. They're creating games with it.
Yeah.
So there's not as much revenue coming in from that bit. So it's going to turn around, and like a lot of these tech companies, they're just the latest one to have a layoff. It is unfortunate for this area, but man, this area that we're in is booming right now. And the other piece of this I've mentioned before too is that Epic is building a new headquarters. So there used to be the town where they are is called Cary, North Carolina, Cary. And there used to be a Cary Town Center that was a failing mall, as the malls all over the country and the world, or they're ghost towns of what they used to be because of all the online shopping. And so they bought the land and the building, they tore it all down, and they're building like a mega campus, like right in the middle of this downtown, Cary area, right across from the high school. And so, there's still so much that they're going to be doing. Remember, they're also one of the only other companies like this that have their own store that rivals Steam. So there's a lot of stuff going on for Epic. I think this will be just fine. I did find it weird though that that's 16% of their staff. When you look at their overall staffing numbers from like just 2020, it's tens of thousands of jobs that they've brought in the past like 2.5 years.
So I said this on Purple Show. 2020 there was a big uptick in hiring, and then of course the economy hit, and then of course I had said that if the economy hadn't tanked, Stadia probably would have still been here. And I also talked about Neil at YouTube. Some of the stuff that he's doing and why YouTube and Stadia didn't do more collab and better integration, I think is all Susan's fault and Neil is taking it leaps and bounds. And if you don't know what I'm talking, go back and watch Purple's 4.5 hour stream with me. It all become clear. But those are my takes. But yes, Epic is just another Zoom shedded money. We're not talking game, we're talking other companies. Zoom. Everybody was been laying off because they did a bunch of hiring because of the COVID. And then they're like, oh, wait, our revenues aren't supporting that. We got to drop it. Yeah. And Google was just one of the many. So
hey, Xbox just let a bunch go. PlayStation's let a bunch go.
Everybody does.
Developers or publishers are letting people go.
Or just shutting down, or whatever the case might be. Right.
Yeah. How many letters have we seen of people saying, sorry, we tried, we couldn't make it, et cetera. So Epic's not a small potato anymore, though. They're a very big piece of the gaming industry. So it's always big news when they're involved. All right, here we go, Jeff. This was another one that you slid over to me, and I love this right here. The XFL and the USFL are working on a merger. Who's going to be the parent company? Is it just going to be called the XFL?
Don't know yet. They're still figuring that out. Could be, Spring Sports FL. It could be lots of different names, lots of different things bantering about. So could have two leagues survived? Probably not. But having one spring league probably makes sense. Expand
it's kind of weird too, because they tapped each other at like a weird time, didn't they?
Yeah. So, I think this is going to work out good for both parties. Obviously they may expand the teams, maybe expand
That's the key right there.
Because
if they can bring those other teams in, they can make a bigger schedule. They can make a bigger season.
Correct. So joining
more
together,
revenue,
exactly,
more opportunities for players.
So, yep. So, your boy, this may be a path for your boy, and maybe not. Who knows, right? So,
Yep.
we don't have to get into it. We don't have to get into
Hey,
it, but
I'm going to keep my ear to the ground, and as soon as I know what's going to happen, you better be damn sure I'm going to be shouting it from the rooftops. I'm so damn proud of that kid, man.
as you should be.
Can't even describe it, And I'm not even as close to him as others that have helped him along the way, So
yeah, no, I know.
Super cool. I should have had this earlier, coming off of the other bit about Mama Kelsey, but this was some of the stuff that dropped after last week, and it's been out there for a while. That's where my joke should have been about the Kelsey effect versus the Swift effect. Still just crazy. I mean, my daughter is sitting out here in the living room right now watching this game because now all of a sudden Travis Kelsey's hot. She wants his jersey, and because Taylor Swift is there, like, she's going to watch the game. It's insane. 63% jump in female viewers age 18 to 49. 24.3 million viewers watched that game last week. Yep. Kelsey had over 400,000 new Instagram followers after 2 days. Him and his brother's podcast went to #1 overall on Apple. I'm reading up.
Yep.
Chiefs shit everywhere. People are buying it. People are buying tickets. Any ticket that they had is now gone. It's just crazy. Just crazy.
So the cheapest seat to this game tonight, a week and a bit ago, was $8.
Oh, wow.
It's now $140 something, the cheapest seat. It's her effect.
Just to be able to catch a glimpse of her in a press box.
Yeah.
Unreal, man.
Yep.
Hey, man, good for her. Good for her. I got to be honest. I don't know when you get to that kind of a level of fame, like, I just don't know how you deal with stuff like that.
Yep.
I mean, like, you did you see them taking her out in, like, the popcorn thing?
No, I tried to.
After the game last week, when she came down from the suite, she got in one of those, like, metal boxes, and they, like, pushed her out around a bunch of fans, and then she gets behind the scenes with Kelsey, and then they, like, leave in his convertible. And say what you want, you can have whatever opinion you want about the relationship or how it started or whatever. Remember, he called her out, and asked for this. There's a lot of this that's still very convenient and set up. The convertible, the walking through the back hallways together, the look up at the press box right at the right time for the camera to grab his attention.
They rented out a restaurant or something. They had some post-game meal with the team or with other players or whatnot, right? So
nice.
Belichick even said, he's had some great catches in his career. This might be his biggest.
I love that quote.
Even Belichick's weighing in on it. And Belichick doesn't give two craps about anything. So I missed his press conference tonight after the game. That would have been a stellar.
Yeah.
Stellar.
Yeah.
We've moved on to our next game. Next question.
Well, we'll have to see if he's going to put Zappy in to start next week. I mean, he didn't do much better.
No, he said Mac Jones is still the guy.
Yeah, you just got to ride with him.
Yep.
You just got to ride with him.
Yep.
Hey, you slid this one over to me because that I'm big Hurricanes fan.
Are you?
Obviously, there's a lot of talk about the defensive pairings, the defensive group that they have. Brett Pesce, who they drafted, they've given him permission to seek a trade because he's going to be, due for a new contract here. They've got a lot of money tied up in some of the other guys. So, it's a deep unit. Orlov is their free agent acquisition that comes in. I mean, he's a great player. They bring back D'Angelo, who he just doesn't play defense. I mean, he's an offensive defenseman. Chatfield was a young guy last year, did good, but you can't go wrong when you got those two guys in the picture right there. Jacob Slavin's probably the most underrated defenseman in the National Hockey League, and Brett Burns is a beast. I love that guy. He's got like no freaking teeth, and
Yeah.
He's 39. You know, he's still playing at a high level. Like, it's just
Nice.
cool. So,
Nice.
you know, how good is their defense? You know, if I'm giving them a grade on paper, they're probably an A minus.
Okay.
But
All right.
it's not all about what's on paper, right, Jeff?
It's a long season.
And injuries
it's a
and
long
father
season.
time and a whole bunch of other stuff. So be interesting though. 10 days. 10 days. Then we'll be some
Apparently.
hockey.
Apparently.
Oh, you checked this out, didn't you? Weren't you at the concert?
I hate you too. I hate you too.
Oh.
I wouldn't have gone if they paid me. But
this is the what is it? The MSG Sphere Arena.
Yep.
In Las Vegas. This was the first event. It was U2. And it was wild because there was another video when they were setting up. It looked like they were just like out in a desert. Did you see that one?
I did not.
It just looked like they were just like out in a desert, like at Red Rocks or something. And then this is what was playing like during this specific part, but just crazy. Jeff, have you ever been to like an IMAX theater?
IMAX was invented in Canada, as you know.
Yes. But have you been to an IMAX?
I have many. The IMAX headquarters,
okay.
Big thing used to be down the street from where I lived.
That's the only thing I can relate to this right here.
Yeah.
And that's nowhere close.
1.2 million LEDs, and each LED is about the size of a hockey puck. So you know what a hockey puck looks like.
Yeah.
1.2 million of them in that beast.
It says the largest and highest resolution LED screen in the world.
Until Jerry builds one in Jerry's world, but yeah, for now.
That's so crazy.
Yep. Damn. I'm seeing on other news, I'm seeing lots of negative stuff about this F1 race and how
really for the setup.
Well, yeah, just how they're how just how inconveniencing it is to everybody else and what they're doing, the businesses and the traffic and all sorts of stuff that has to get done because the big race is next month. I can say next month now because it's October. Next month, right? But
everybody loves this stuff coming to their area until they can't get to work on time. Oh my God, Patrick Mahomes is awesome. Sorry, he just scrambled for 20 yards.
I did tripped over the line.
He tripped over the yellow line. That's what it looked like.
Yeah, tripped over the yellow line.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Anyway, this thing's cool. If you make it to Vegas, check this thing out. Hopefully, there's a better concert than U2, though.
At the moment, I have no interest in going to Vegas, but
after COVID's over,
maybe. All the hospitals here are starting to re-implement masking for staff for the fall.
You'll have to go to a Cowboys Raiders game with Kevin.
Maybe.
There you go.
Maybe.
Look, I'm just giving you ideas.
Yeah, it could be.
This happened after the show last week.
I
saw this, but it actually happened Friday. Friday was the very last day for DVD mailings.
Mm-hmm.
No more DVDs being mailed from Netflix. After 25 years, Beetlejuice was the very first movie ever rented from Netflix, Jeff. 25 years ago, 1998, and we're watching Beetlejuice.
Mm-hmm.
The last DVD ever rented was the movie True Grit.
Makes sense.
Netflix said if you have a DVD, keep the damn thing. They don't want it back. Doesn't mean anything to them anymore.
Probably not.
It's a digital world we live in, Jeff. I remember when I grew up with the video store, the Blockbusters and everything else, Be Kind, Rewind. It was always so great. You'd walk in and you'd check the counter first to see if anything got returned that you wanted to. You'd go out to the aisle, find what you get your video games. You get your video game for the weekend for your sleepover or whatever. It was great, right? Then you get DVDs, and you get laser discs, and then you get Blu-rays, and Blu-rays are the future, and DVDs are going to go away. And then it was streaming right behind Blu-rays, and you never really did anything with Blu-rays anymore. You know, PlayStations and Xboxes have Blu-ray players. I've never bought a Blu-ray.
I got many a Blu-ray. We have many Blu-rays.
Everything's digital now.
Yeah, I got a lot of collector stuff. Star Wars, Back to the Future. I got a lot of collector stuff that are in the... Yep.
Yeah. Well, Netflix cracking down on that password sharing, man. They're trying to squeeze every little bit of revenue they can. So we're not going to worry about these DVD mailings anymore.
Didn't put it on the show notes, but Disney Plus is doing password sharing in Canada.
Yeah, they did start rolling it out last week, didn't they?
Yeah. Yep.
It's too bad, Jeff. You're gonna have to get your own account now. You can't use mine anymore.
No, it's yeah. I wish. I'd have to use NordVPN, one of my personal supporters, to do that, so I could connect into the US. So
you would,
Bruce. I remember Laserdisc. In fact, my brother has a Laserdisc player and laser discs, except the laser doesn't work. Yeah, it doesn't work anymore because I wanted to borrow it from him because I was going to do it. I was going to talk about it on Retro Rewind or on something. But yeah, he has a Laserdisc player and laser discs. It was
like the size of a record, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yep.
Silly.
Yeah. So he, I wanted to borrow it, and I was going to talk about it, show it, maybe do stuff on Retro Rewind, but he says it doesn't work. He blew out the laser, and he never could get it working and get it fixed, and this, that, and the other, and so, yeah. Yep.
Beetlejuice.
So, I do remember Laserdiscs. So here's a fun fact about my brother. He was always on the wrong side of technology. He was always on the so he got laser discs and they failed. He went beta, and I went VHS, and of course Betamax did not survive. He also went high def HD DVD instead of Blu-ray. I went Blu-ray
because they did do that HD DVD for a while. They tried to push that stuff out.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same thing on the music side of things, you know. I mean, you probably used to rock the 8 tracks back in the day, and then you go to cassettes and
I have some
MP3s.
Where are they? I have some 8 tracks in my retro collection. I do have some 8 tracks in I bought a couple at the thrift store. At the thrift store, and the girl goes, "What the hell are these?" And I said, "Well, they're $2.99." She goes, "Well, yeah, but what are they?" And I said, "They're 8 tracks." And she goes, "What the hell are these?" So I said, so she just charged me my $2.99. I bought them, and they're here in the retro collection.
I really need to get some games for the Coleco. That's what I need. Yeah. All right, let's see. I've got one more here for us today, Jeff. In 2018, on this day, Google Stadia was announced as Project Stream, and 1 year ago, Friday, that bitch closed down.
They announced the closed down on the 18th of January.
That's right.
But it was actually the announcement of the closure. It was 1 year ago on Friday.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, it was also
which is why
a pretty harsh day.
Which is why I did Purple Stream on Thursday, and I've already booked myself in for next year. Right.
So it's just going to be the annual Jeff episode.
It is
the Jeff-episode. There you
go.
I am a genius. Purple Haze, rewind this. You're going to have to call it the annual Jeff-episode. That's
real to real.
Mark that shit.
Track. Good old reel-to-reel 4-track, Bruce. Yes, those were the days.
I feel like Bruce was one of the AV guys at high school that like used to sit up in the room with his guitar to like stay away from everybody, and he just used to do all the cool tech shit.
Probably.
With his long hair, you know, probably his jeans, black t-shirt maybe. Stereotyping my ass off right now.
There she is right there. Crazy on how a strategy can change so fast.
Look at that.
Yes, she is.
It's going to have to be the annual Jeff-isode.
Correct. It is. I've already locked in next year.
I mean, I've just given you the name.
You have.
That's great.
Purple, go ahead and schedule it right now. So when anyone looks at your live streams, it'll be there next year. September 27th.
Shades of Purple, a special Jeff-isode. Oh my God, I'm so good.
The hashtags rate
I
themselves.
should have been a marketer or something.
The hashtags rate themselves.
Dang, man. Dang. All right, let's move on. Bye, Google Stadia. I'm not going to say bye to you.
Hey, we'll go watch the episode. I gave my hot take more. I'm glad it's gone.
Yeah, you've told me that take a few times.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's still sad.
Purple says she's got it and to book it.
Jeff-isode is gold. God, man, it's so good. All right.
It is.
Here we go, Jeff. It's now time for 5 guesses. Did you like that one? That was good. All right, Jeff.
Yeah. The problem is too long now. It's really going to hard to cut that into a YouTube short. I might have to take one of your other ones.
Well, this one's going to be pretty quick.
All right.
Okay.
Excellent. All right.
All right. Jeff, today I'm going to read you a riddle. This is a riddle that was made from the heart. Okay.
By who?
I'm giving you clues.
By whom?
It was a riddle written by me from the heart. Okay. And I am going to give you 5 guesses to guess what I am from the riddle. Now, I could be a person, I could be a place, I could be a time of the day. Don't know. I could be anything. All right. But you have 5 guesses to figure out what I am. Are you ready, Jeff?
Yep.
All right. The first sentence should be a clue as to what it is. I'm a year of many milestones, but one stands out above the rest. A leader fell, a nation mourned, and the world held its breath. I saw the birth of the modern civil rights movement and the dawn of the space race, but it was my final days that history took its darkest turn. What am I, Jeff? You want me to read it again? I'll read it faster. All right, Jeff, let's break this down. You ready? I'm a year of many milestones. I'm a year of many milestones, but one stands out above the rest. A leader fell, a nation mourned, and the world held its breath. I saw the birth of the modern civil rights movement and the dawn of the space race, but it was in my final days that history took its darkest turn. What am I?
I don't know. JFK getting shot?
Okay, but what am I?
Oh, you're something?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're a something.
I am a something, but the first line gave it away. I'm a year of many milestones. So you're guessing a year.
Oh, I'm guessing a year.
Mm-hmm.
1962?
That is not right.
You're getting me back for the one Jim and Ann gave you.
Yeah, baby.
1924, 99 years ago, when Jimmy Carter was born.
That's not correct.
$1961.
It's not correct.
1970.
That is not correct. You have one more guess.
2023.
Jeff, that is not the right answer. The riddle is difficult, Jeff, but there is a correct answer. The assassination of John F. Kennedy did happen. It was the beginning of the civil rights movement. And the birth of the modern civil rights movement and the dawn of the space race should have given away 1963. Bruce Campbell is the lucky winner of today's 5 guesses. I felt like Howard Cosell there.
What did I say? 62?
You said 62 and 61. Now, Jeff, could you please share my screen one more time, if you don't mind? Okay. Because for those of you that do not know, 1963 is significant because somebody just had a birthday. Somebody just had a birthday. Happy birthday to Jeffy. Is that a cupcake cake?
It is. You don't know this cupcake cake story?
Did you make that, or is that no? Please tell me the cupcake cake story.
You don't know how? You don't know the cupcake cake story?
I don't know. I don't know the cupcake cake story, Jeff.
I wish I'd known you didn't know the cupcake cake story. Shit. I don't know if I could find the video. But, let me do a quick search.
Okay.
Let me do a quick search.
I'm gonna wait. I'm just gonna lean back here, like Big Pun, hit you with the big guns, and just gonna wait.
When was his birthday? March.
Sure.
Wait, hang on. What? Hang on. I got to make sure I'm in the right. I'm not in the right.
I don't know who
that's why.
about.
That's why I'm not in the right thing. Okay. Search for cupcake.
Oh man, if KC only gets a field goal here, Jets might have about 10 seconds to try a couple Hail Marys.
No, that was all the new one. Okay, so let me go back. I don't know if I can find this video, and then I don't know if I can get it over to you for you to display. March. Oh yeah, here we go. Here it is. No, that's not it.
Never mind. They just kneeled out the clock. Kansas City wins. Kansas City wins. Tell everyone around the world. Tell them all. So what is this cupcake cake story? Did you not have a cake and you only had a cupcake, and then you decided it would be a great idea to just make a cupcake cake?
Hold on.
Like, it's got to be something cool, right? You wouldn't go through all this effort of finding a video if it wasn't a cool story.
Okay, hold on.
Is this like John Candy in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles kind of thing, where like you were stranded at an airport on your birthday and all they had was a cupcake, and so ever since you've just had
if I send you this video, would you be able to throw it up on the big screen?
I might be able to.
Actually, I don't even know why. I could probably do it.
You probably could.
What am I thinking?
You're techie.
I forgot. It's my video. I have the technology to
So good. So good, Jeff.
Where? Nope, that's not it.
By the way, I really like how in that video you had all of your family at metaphorical gunpoint to do that video with you because they did not sound enthused at all. Happy birthday. How many? That was like take 37. Light the candles again. Light the candles again.
Cut. Let's do that again. We need a little bit more action from the crowd. Okay, I just edited. I wonder why I can't.
I love it.
I wonder why.
Oh man!
I edited the video. March. Where did it put it? Where did it put it? It obviously didn't put it where I wanted to put it. Oh yeah, it must be this one. All right, hold on. Let me see if I can share this tab. Okay. All right. So hang on. I got to share this tab. This is what makes this is, and when you see this, maybe it won't be funny. Share a screen. I want
too red.
Which video? I want Google Video. Yep.
That's
all right. Here we go. You ready? So there's
ready.
there's Big O Mac. Do you see it?
I don't see anything.
Here we go. Oops.
Hey.
Here you're back. Okay.
I'm back.
So there's Big O Mac.
Okay.
He's got a cupcake cake. I don't know if you can tell that, but he's got a cupcake cake.
Yeah, I can see it.
All right. And if I back it up a split second, there he is. There you go. You can see that. Looks better. Cupcake cake.
Did you get this? Did you get the spit? Did you get this? Did you get the spit?
Oh my gosh. That looked intentional.
So they threw the cupcake, Patrick's cupcake cake on me. It slid off.
That looked intentional, Jeff.
It slid off on me.
So you have cupcakes in your pants.
And a lot of it ended up on the floor, and Big O Mac didn't want floor cupcakes. So I ended up eating all the floor cupcakes because that's what we do as dads, is we just eat all the shit that the kids, the families don't want, right? So that's what made it funny, is they got the cake but didn't realize it was cupcake cake until after they had wrote Happy Birthday Dad on it. And they're like, oh shit, this is a cupcake cake. So that's what made it funny.
So you've been rocking that tradition for a few years now?
No, that was twice this year.
Oh, that was earlier this year, and so
it was Big O Mac's 20th birthday earlier this year. Yeah, I was laughing, but that cake got dumped all over me. Yep.
Well, that's good.
Excuse me. I thought you heard that story back in the day.
You know, I don't remember hearing that story.
Okay.
28-second rule.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. What do you got coming up this week, Jeff? You doing any cool streams?
We're gonna be back to some Gotham Knights, I think, tomorrow, and then back riding the trucks on Wednesday, and then part 3, Mortal Kombat Armageddon on Friday.
I like it.
Back here next Sunday.
And that's
all we got. Game's over now. Game is over. The refs won.
Next week, I'll be coming to you live from Virginia.
Ooh, at Mommy and Daddy's?
No, actually. Some hotel probably somewhere. Yeah, so that'll be fun. 28-second
rule is right. It was more like 5 minutes when we cleaned up and picked all the crap up. But yeah, MK1 looks fun. So does MK Armageddon. So there you go. Look forward to it. August 8th.
Well,
American Thanksgiving. Sorry, Canadian Thanksgiving.
I hope you have a good week, Jeff. It's going to be a long week for you. There's going to be a lot of Cowboys hate, a lot of Cowboys chatter. You're going to be right in the middle of it, getting all fired up and emotional. I wish you luck.
Yeah. Well, it's somewhat slower pace. Yeah, could be. Oh, Nerf gaming news.
Hey, Brian Chappelle. How are you, my friend?
Drop it in at the end. We have celebrity in our midst.
Fantastic.
A celebrity? That's because of you. You're the big star of the show.
Yeah, right.
Your name's first.
You did it out of pity.
No, I put the big.
It's your channel.
I put the biggest name first.
I don't know if I would say I'm doing well because I've just spent about an hour and a half with this guy over here. So,
hey, we learned that you are not into the anal beads like the chess player.
I'm still beside myself with this conversation, Jeff.
Well,
I don't want to think
you
about
gotta go
anal
back.
beads
You gotta
in the same setting.
You got to go back and watch the beginning because Purple Haze was talking about this guy cheating in chess, and I'm for the life of me going, "How do you cheat in chess?" I'm sitting. Where does he go? Look over there and then hide a piece. Like I couldn't figure out for the longest time how a dude.
Oh, a real knight.
I couldn't figure out for the longest time. If you go back and watch it, I'm done. I'm like, how do you cheat in chess? I'm sitting right here. And he's like, look, and then hide a piece. Like move my rook. Like I just don't. And then it turns out there were more people involved, and then it kind of made sense that there were more people involved. But at first, I was dumbfounded on how Eddie, how you cheat in chess. Well, first she said, she said the guy was online. I'm like, oh, okay, I could see you cheating online, rigging the thing. I could see that. I could somehow bind, but I said, in person? I don't understand how you cheat in chess in person. And then she said other people were involved and yada, yada, yada.
Yeah, because I mean, I don't think you're doing that by yourself. There's too many eyes watching.
Yes.
And I mean, I guess people have probably tried to be slick and grab two pieces at once or something, maybe. But then the next person has like memorized the board, and they would know that there's something missing. So
yeah, and then
I don't play chess, but people that do fascinate me because they're like thinking like 10 steps ahead.
Oh yeah,
Oh
yeah. And then like the time involved, like you don't have unlimited time where you can think, right? So like, for somebody to see what the move was, put it into the Google Cloud to come up with the next answer and then get it over to the guy, right? So allegedly, Bryant, that's how they were communicating to the player was through these vibe. This is Purple Haze's story, but apparently, allegedly, right? So Ryzak would make the move. The person would
why wouldn't I'm not having anal beads inside of me.
No. So the guy would make
way.
you would make the move. Then the alleged cheater, somebody would punch in the number into a computer or something, and then give him what his move was, and then using the
pulses,
the pulses to indicate yes.
No,
yes.
This isn't real. This isn't a real story. I don't buy this.
It was on my stream with Purple Haze. Go back and watch it. It's her story. It is Purple Haze's story. And Magnus, the number one chess player in the world, will not play this kid. Kid's 20 years old, and apparently he's arrogant. And all I know is Purple Haze wants to do the cavity search after the match. I don't know.
I don't want to. I don't
got to go back.
In the business of calling Purple Haze a liar, Jeff, but I'm gonna need to see some proof.
Well, that's what she said. That's exactly what she said. And I'm like, what is this? TSA? You're getting strip searched after a match? Like,
oh no.
Right?
No.
That's what I said. That's exactly what I said. Morse code with the beads. That's exactly what I was saying. Right? Exactly. For King to F. I know exactly.
I need to change the batteries. Hold on.
I didn't know. I had to go look up vibrating beads. I went and looked it up because I didn't know such a thing as Morse code with. That's what I was going. Again, this is all alleged. This is all alleged. This is all alleged. You weren't on the show. You should have been on the show. Go back and watch.
Purple Haze is a bad influence on you, Jeff.
Where is she? Why is she not here? Why the hell is she not here to come on and defend herself Defend
You
her
said
honor.
you said Ain and Crow Resin logged off. He was like, I'm not listening anymore.
So why didn't we do that? Maybe that's how David won.
Could
Maybe
you
that's how-
imagine with as many times as my Stadia controller disconnected while I was playing, if that truly was the signal that you got instead? Oh, oh man. This just went south really fast. As soon as Bryant came in, it just, we were doing so great. We were above the clouds. This was just such a family show. It was wholesome.
It's Purple Haze's fault. Where is Purple Haze?
Until you got here.
Where the hell is Purple Haze? I even forget the dude's name.
Probably researching for us.
I even forget the dude's name. She knows the guy. No, Magnus is the number one chess player in the world, and he won't play. Yeah. This kid apparently is 20 years old, and apparently he talks a lot of crap and is arrogant, and that's one of the reasons why this Magnus guy won't play him. And
I get stuck on his videos on Shorts sometime.
Oh yeah,
there's a lot of videos out there about him. I think like he had come in like 45 seconds before the end of the match, like the timer. And he won in like 3 moves or something like that. Like he came running in, it was almost over, and then he just pop, and then got right up and walked right out.
There's a video of him like beating Bill Gates in like 8 moves or something. So, oh yes, Hans Niemann denies using vibrating beads to cheat. Chess scandal. Denies using vibrating beads to. Yeah, there you go. So, chess prodigy. Is competing as the world junior chess champion. He's also asking questions about it. Has outlandish cheating history. So
I don't see anywhere in there where it says anything about anal. Don't go looking for it, Jeff.
Right there. Piers Morgan asked him.
Just
Piers Morgan. Hard hitting news. Piers Morgan.
Morgan. God.
So Bruce says American. If this dude was playing chess at elite level with something up his butt, maybe he is the real champion. And then Bruce says this guy also got he also got cheating on chess.com. Yeah, that's where Purple started, was that yes, he was cheating on chess.com, which okay, that made sense, but then she was saying he was cheating in person, which I could not figure out.
I could think of a lot of ways to cheat with devices that we have, and sticking things in my butt never crosses my mind.
It's not on the list. It's not on the list.
I mean, you know what? It might be genius though, because if they do like a wand or like a search or something of their person,
well, Elon Musk amplified it. So then
I mean, if Elon,
some discussed a buzzer.
Maybe I need to buy me some anal beads.
The bead theory came from chess commentator Eric Hansen, then picked up on by Elon. So.
No, I am not a champion at all. Obviously, from the Stadia Summer Gaming Championship, where I never made it out of the first round, which I appreciate VB Plays for telling me that multiple times. It doesn't matter that I made it to the tournament. No. Not that I beat 80 other players. No. The fact that I can't make it out of the first round, all because I didn't have the Stadia. You played what's that game? PUBG, right? And you got the Stadia shades, right? You got the Stadia parachute, you got the Stadia frying pan, but I never saw the Stadia anal beads. That was never a gift that was given to me.
I guess that explains how Mr. Wilson won. Won.
Oh, Jeff. Oh, mental pictures. Oh, geez.
Bruce is going to cheat.
I was sitting in a Walmart parking lot playing in that thing on my phone in the back of the car while my family was in Walmart buying shit in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. So I should have gotten points for creativity to join the thing, but no, all I got was berated. True.
And that, folks, is your quote of the day right there.
That was good.
4.5 hours.
That,
4.5
little
hours
video of a goalkeeper taking a shot to the nuts, and I said, "This is what I call Stadia."
4.5 hours of Purple Haze's stream, and not once did that ever come up. But
No.
Brian here for 5 minutes.
She sat with you for 4.5 hours. How could you possibly have anything substantial to talk about for 4.5 hours with somebody else?
We were all over the place. We talked I think for at least a half an hour about pizza.
Oh, well, that'll do it. Because she went to that pizza fest. That's right.
Yeah, so we talked about that. And another half hour we did the draft, the dessert draft. So there's another half hour. She did have to take a break to go refill her water because she was just gnawing on ice cubes near. So she had to let me fill my water up and I can keep going. And then we were gonna give up. She's like, it's only another hour to your birthday, Jeff. So we just kept rambling.
Well, I am glad to see Purple Haze volunteering her time to the elderly. You know, it was nice of her to put off her other plans to hang out with you on your day of pre-birth.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very kind.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I bet you she rewinded her tapes when she took them back.
Probably. Bryant, thank you for coming in. Bruce, thanks for hanging out to the end.
Good to see you guys.
You know what? Bruce has the day off tomorrow. That's why Bruce is still hanging out.
Is it a holiday?
Yesterday was Truth and Reconciliation Day.
Son of a bitch.
And because he works for the government, he gets Monday off in lieu of the Saturday holiday.
Hey, I would move to Canada, but I hear your prime minister is trying to censor your freedom of speech. So,
Google
I want to go there.
Well, Google and Meta are doing that. They changed. They made some laws to do that. So
all the time. I love everybody getting all up in arms about some of this stuff.
Brian,
thank you so much for
this is episode 34. It used to be at 9 a.m., but we moved it to Sunday night. So what a way to end the weekend.
A pain in the ass to deal with. Let's just call it what it is.
Oh, look!
There she is. Yep.
I think she liked his take on.
Yep.
This was her story. This is her fascination. Is Hans Niemann.
I think she's gonna need to clip that and use that. That's material right there. So we got two things out of this. We got a name for the annual Jeff episode of Shades of Purple. It's going to be called the Jeffisode, and we've got a great line from Bryant about how Stadia gave us all anal beads. That sounds like you got a disease, though. Actually. I played that Stadia, got me some anal beads from it.
Hey, she was the one that wanted proof. She wanted proof, and she wanted to go looking for the proof. So, or something like that. I can't remember.
The proof is in the plane, isn't it? Isn't it in the plane? Other people say it's in the pudding, but I don't know if you want to talk about that with
her and this fascination with 20-year-old Hans Niemann, and
You know, these kids nowadays, man, they're doing shit that I never even would have thought about. They're rocking around with like tails in their pants, acting like animals and shit. Like, I don't even know.
Litter boxes in the classroom. Did you ever have a litter box in your
Signed
classroom?
into Pornhub. I saw furries. I said, what the hell is that category?
You didn't have litter boxes in your classroom for the students?
No, never.
Your kids have litter boxes in the classrooms for this.
Holy shit. Oh my god, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Why are we doing the show at 11:30 at night?
What are we doing as people? What is wrong with society?
What are we doing as people?
Jesus. Oh my god, Jeff, I need help. That's what I need.
Yeah. Bryant, I hope you'll join us next week at the same time, 10 p.m. Come a little earlier. We have a lot more fun at the beginning of the show, too.
It's 9 p.m. for him. He's got babies to put down. Well, a baby to put down. But
He might have more
maybe
than
not
one.
a
You don't know
baby.
his life. He might have more than one.
He,
You don't know.
he
his
might
life.
have more than one baby for all I know. Might have babies in different area codes.
Who knows?
I hope not. For his
Who
sake,
knows?
that's a lot of money.
Who knows? No, he's not a professional athlete. 10:39, he says. Central
Close.
time zone. Central time zone. One baby still.
Close.
Yes, because you never want to be you never want to be outnumbered, Brian. You always want to be tied. Or
No, baby. He had to make sure to get that one in. No, please don't say that. Don't want anybody knowing or thinking there's any more than just this one precious Nerf baby. Okay?
just
Nerf,
the one,
Nerf baby is sacred. One
That's it.
baby.
and you don't want to be outnumbered.
You did not hear on Coffee Talk that there were more than one Nerf baby.
Nope.
Only one.
Nope.
I'm waiting
right.
for more cameos, though.
It is time to go to bed. We will be back same time next week. He will be back in a hotel with somebody. It might be me. It might not be me. It
I'll
might
have
be
clothes
Ray
on.
and me. It might not be me and Ray. It might be Purple. It might be Jim. It might be Nerf. Who knows who it
Might just be my wife and my daughter, since we're going to be in the hotel room together. Might just be a family episode.
There you go. You guys can just chit chat about the news and the stuff together.
I'll have to listen about Travis Kelce for the third week in a row.
There you go. Yeah. Where are they? They back home next week? She'll be there next week again. Doesn't she have like work to do or something? Doesn't she have like
She applied for her first college last week, and she's applying for 2 more this week. So
Taylor Swift.
we're in it now, man. We're in it now.
Taylor Swift applied for college?
No, Riley. I thought you were talking
Riley.
about
I was talking about Taylor Swift. Doesn't she have like work? Doesn't she like to perform or something? What's she doing? Why does she keep bothering this poor dude at work? He's this like, would you go to do you go to people's work when they're working? No.
I mean,
stop bothering him at work.
If
He's
Taylor
working.
Swift showed up at a lot of people's job, they would appreciate it.
I'd be like, I'm working. Go away. I'm busy. I got to get on this Zoom call.
Yeah, that's why she wouldn't come see you at work, Jeff.
Probably not. When is she already writing the breakup song, or does she wait until the breakup? When does she start writing?
I actually was asking my wife and daughter about that. Like, this is just material for her next album. It's all
she's just content. She's just researching.
Yeah, she's a content creator. That's all it is.
That's all she is, right? We research stuff for the show. She just dates guys to research her next stuff.
Guys for songs. Oh man, poor thing.
We're gonna rot in hell. Good night, folks. See you next week.
Have a great week.
See ya. See ya.